My GTA chums, we have a brand new car in the game which is the Baller STD, and it is Imani Tech bullet resistant windows. So you want to purchase it from Legendary Motorsport, just pop on down there, and 1.7 million, what a bargain, eh? Is it a bargain? Well, we're going to find out, but first we're going to customize it, and this is a video all about off-road performance in the Baller STD. So yeah, first off, let's just go straight through, balls in, and let's go and look at the liveries, because there's a load of liveries and I don't know if they suit it. Maybe the stripes, I was tempted by a stripe, a British livery there, that's nonsensical. So is that one. I mean, that's better actually, but still it's crap. So the liveries are shit, basically. So we're not going to bother with that, but we are going to look at the good old respray. So primary color. If we look at the matte colors, I was going to do some kind of green color, but um, all these Range Rovers are black, aren't they? And matte black is something they really have a massive boner for. But I'm going to go with grey, not light grey, just to make it look nice. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on the blue secondary color, which I've still got on there. So secondary color is not chrome. It's ultra blue if you want to follow this build. But this isn't really about that. It's not about, it's more about off-road performance. But trim color, oh, we can change that. That's interesting, but you're not going to change it much. Maybe go on for a slightly paler kind of grey. So let's go bluish silver. No, I mean the pixelated seating is pretty terrible. They've not really done a lot with the customization at all, have they? Rolled steel, there we go. Okay, that's that nonsense. Let's look at the rest of the customization. Let's hope it's a little bit better. Armor is upgraded to the max, by the way. This is an Imani Tech vehicle. You could put the missile lock-on jammer on it. So we've got the primary trim, we've got the secondary trim. So we can go with that secondary colour like that. I was going to do that, but then I think it looks crap. So I'm not going to bother. I'm going to leave it stock. And carbon is also there. I don't know why. Bumpers. So the front bumper. Oh, we've got these splitters. Now we're doing off-road build, so we want as much ground clearance as possible, especially with this car. Rear bumpers, okay. Oh, that is just terrible. That's awful. I wouldn't even use it, not even for ground clearance problems. I just wouldn't use it. Engine upgrade to the max. Exhaust. Now, look at these exhausts. The stock exhaust is pretty good, actually, but every single one does not suit it. It's horrible, especially that pale one. I would not put that on. I put one of these chrome. No, I just leave it stock. I'll never change that. Bonnet. Got a lot of bonnet options, so you can see probably there's a few vents, sports, and this kind of dippy thing, vented bonnet, and whatever. You know, the stock hood is just flat, so... Oh no, it's got a little bit of curvature to it, so stock is fine. You don't need to go for anything mega big. We're not spending any more money than we've already spent on the thing. Liveries, no, we've done that. Mirrors, I'll just show you them quickly, and I've already done a bit of this upgrade, so because that's the way I roll. I wanted to see what it looked like first. Mudguards are essential for any Land Rover thing, and we're going to change the plate to, actually we're going to leave it green maybe. Yeah, okay, so green it is. No, or should I put it black? Let's leave it green, sod it. I want to be original, do something different. Roof. We're going to get through this as quickly as possible, but the roof, you can basically secondary colour it, horrible, or carbonise it. So, you know, you can carbonise it, but because I've not got a bright colour, I'm not going to bother. Spoiler. Now, this will give us extra traction, so we've not had a spoiler on in our testing so far. So this is the primary trunk upper. I don't know what the hell that is. It looks the same, but it gives us traction bonus, so let's wang it on. Secondary, and I mean, that's quite nice, but... And that's quite nice as well, as an aggressive trunk cutout. I do like some of them, but they're only small changes, and these are awful. These are terrible, that one especially. There's a word for that. I'm not going to use it. Plastic sunstrip, no, we don't need that. Suspension, no. This is the good bit. You may as well. I'll tell you what. What I was going to do with this build is not an off-road build. I was going to do that and lower it and camber the wheels, but it's an off-road build. But I should just leave it. I should do it anyway for the hell of it, because it's not going to make a damn bit of difference. Spoiler alert. Wheels now. wheel type, what you can put on, the standard rim is ideal. I wouldn't change this at all if you're doing a standard build, or maybe, well, you could change it if you want to colour it in, or do the colour it in glitch, which you can probably do on that one. But what I've gone for, in case you're interested, off-road. I needed this because, I mean, maybe more suitable is something like, I mean, the heavy-duty steely quite, no, but something like, if I was going to put an off-road one and spend money on it, I don't know, maybe something like that, the rugged snowflake. But no, I mean that none of them are going to suit this because of what kind of car it is. And tyres, you want the enhancements. Tyre smoke, I'll put blue on. I've not really in it. Right, let's. Oh, windows. Now, normally for an off-roader, I never limo it out or anything, but the internals are quite terrible. In a way, they're a bit better than the Jubilee, and that's not saying much for it, is it? I'm just going to go light smoke. Good, good, done it. Let's do the off-road bit, shall we? Let's go for a drive. So, what the hell, the sun's coming down already? I've been up and down this mountain all over the shop. And I can't believe it's ruined my bloody picture. I was going to do the swearing a lot on this one, but this car is making me swear. I've spent so much time trying to get the off-road bit right that basically we've run out of sunlight. But we still have sunlight. It doesn't have any nice off-road bits and pieces as well. Like there's no light bar or anything useful like that, and it doesn't need to. It's an SUV obviously, but I'm just reviewing it as an off-road car. But I'm also reviewing it as a car. Oh, it did it! Now ground clearance is pretty terrible on this, so it's the Achilles heel basically. You want a run up like I did then, but I'm assuming if it does that, you see it's not got the ground clearance. If you put a splitter on, it's just going to make it worse. Something simple like this will work. Maybe at an angle it will start to struggle. So ground clearance, rock crawling, anything like that, it's not going to do very well at. I'm not going to show you the river. I went in the river, it just drowned, just like the Baller ST. It's like the Baller ST basically, and I'm not sure it's any different. I think it's the same car but with an Imani tech. Anyway, we're going to do it. Let's do it properly. Oh, reset. I gave up on the rest one. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. We're going to do the off-road challenge, and already we're off to a rubbish start. It doesn't matter, we're just going to do it anyway, because I've done this lots of times. So I'm already telling you how it's going to go there. But I've already got a time in there. Oh dear, yeah. It's quite quick on the upslope, right? But the reason I put the off-road tyres on, because it really struggles with a little bit of jiggliness. It bounces a bit all over the place. There's a lot of bounce on it for some reason, which you don't seem to have on the road. So off-road, it's not very good with the bounce. It's acceptable. There are worse cars, but it's just an extra little thing that I noticed and I struggled with on it, as well as the ground clearance. But we don't have a lot of ground clearance on the easy route going up Mt Chiliad, on the Chiliad challenge with our Chiliad spreadsheet. I'm going to compare it to all the other Chiliad cars, assuming we make it, which isn't a done deal by anyone's estimates. So, already got in our bumps. Oh, there we go. That's 59 seconds, so we'll add a few seconds for that. I mean, take away. Yeah, take into account a few seconds. Okay, don't fall off. Yeah, I'm a bit frustrated with the off-road performance of it, honestly. It's an SUV, but it's just that there's so many better ones. The Royale, it's not that, it's not called the Royale, it's called the Jubilee, isn't it? The Queen's Royal Jubilee. Okay, we're at the top now. We're going to go the normal route because I'm just going to show you what it does. Oh, see about what I mean about jiggliness. For 134 is what we're at there. So that would have been a good time to get to the top in, I think, for this car, but it's not going to get there. Oh wow, it did it. We got the bounce. It bounced just about right, and that is our best time. 148. Oh, yeah. It struggles. It struggles a lot. That wasn't a good example because it took a bounce. I got a lucky bounce there, which is what you normally end up doing. You normally end up getting a lucky bounce to get up that route. I normally go up the back side and smash it into the rear because it's a lot easier. But look, watch, it gets stuck. So that is the problem, and that's why the Baller ST failed. It's a DNF really, but I'll put 1 minute 48 down just to show willing, because that's what it did achieve. And I'm sure the Baller ST could do that as well. I could just put that in the Baller ST bit. But look, as this is the normal route, you go like this and you fail. So, is the car worth it for 1.7 million from Legendary Motorsport? Is it worth it? Yeah, no, it's not. Because this car is basically what the Baller ST should have been with the agency DLC. So it's really what the Jubilee is. Everything that the Jubilee is, this car isn't, with regards to off-road and also with regards to the Imani Tech side of it. So it's got bullet-resistant windows, just like the Jubilee. Takes about 15 rounds, and the 16th will go straight through. However, if you want to go to, what is it, Thingy, full metal jacket rounds, that'll shoot you straight away through the skull. Okay, we get that. Good. But with regards to it, it doesn't have any onboard weapons. It's just got a missile lock-on jammer or remote RC unit. And the reason why I use the Jubilee is because the RC unit, just trolling people with RC unit, bullets, machine gun on board, and go around and shoot people. So yeah, it's not as good as the Jubilee. I just get the Jubilee. If you like the look of it, it is the best looking. I'm pretty sure, in my opinion anyway, I don't know. It's the best looking car, the baller car in the game, the best looking Range Rover sport car in the game now, and it is decent for that cambering. It has decent performance, but so does the Baller ST, and that was free at some point. If you're on and it's on special offer at times. If you like the look of the Baller ST, and it's not really that much different, this car, just get the Baller ST when it's on discount, or this one. I would only buy it on discount. And because it's an Imani Tech, and because you're a big fan of the car in real life, honestly, the customization is so terrible. And if I was going to get any baller, I would just get one off the street for free. Why the hell would you get this? Why would you buy this or the other one? I like it, I'm glad I've bought it, but it also really annoys me that it costs 1.7 million and 400 grand. So you're talking 2.1 million really for what it's intended for, which is an Imani Tech car. So for that reason, it's a no unless it's on discount, or unless you like this car. You have I don't think I think it's a good SUV. I think it is, but there's just so many annoying elements with this car in particular that that just make it frustrating. Like that, I didn't like the Baller ST. I don't like this, but I like the look of it. It's the best looking baller. But I also don't like Range Rovers. Did I tell you why I don't like Range Rovers? It's in some other videos. But basically, people who buy Range Rovers, at least in the UK, and they buy second-hand ones. These aren't brand new. Actually, some of them are brand new. They're the kind of people that can't even afford a house, and they buy a Range Rover before they buy a house, kind of thing. Or they have a crap house. They live in crap areas, and it's like, where's your priorities? They're expensive cars, and I don't know. I can't judge people for that. That's wrong. That is judgmental completely. But if I was going to buy any car, this is the least boring car. It's not an off-roader in real life, obviously. Um, of all the Range Rovers, I'd probably get a 1970s one, old school one that was used on farms and stuff. This one can probably be used on farms if you want to, I'm sure. But there's better cars. Land Rover Discovery is always the classic Land Rover Discovery has always been a better car than the Range Rover, and that is, I've driven a lot of them, a lot of second-hand ones, because I park cars for a living, and it's the Range Rovers that were always the shoddy ones that were falling to pieces at 5 years, 8 years old, not super old cars. And these cars, the history of the Range Rover and the Land Rover is one of almost industrial tractor. They're like they're machines that are workhorses for farmers for surviving, and they've all gone to the not the off-roaders, the Ford Ranger, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And Land Rover and Range Rover, or whatever, Land Rover, they did miss an opportunity, I think, by not getting on the wagon with adjusting I suppose, the Land Rover Defender. But the Defender is a great car still. But to drive it, it drives like an industrial piece of machinery. It's horrible to drive, but I don't know about the newer ones. Hell, man. I mean, why does it exist, this car? Why, really? In any reason, the real car, why does that exist? Why does this car exist? I don't know. Anyway, drop something in the comments, disagree with me, because you're well within your rights. It's my own opinion. It's not obviously correct about a lot of stuff, except for obviously the technical details and things of it, personal experience, having driven the car. But the kind of experiential stuff, like should you buy the car? Yes, no. That's up to you, obviously. And should you buy the GTA car? Yes, no, yeah. Buy it, enjoy it, don't enjoy it. I'd like and subscribe that after that rant. Sorry for the swearing. I'll put a swearing warning on it. But thank you very much for staying with me. Have a great day if you're playing Das GTA. It's another boring black car. Bloody hell. Thank you.